Welcome back to Talk Manga Daily. This is Mel. Today we're diving into Gachiakuta Volume 4, chapters 26 through 31. We're talking mission critical new characters, what Canvas Town teaches us about magic and culture, how the cleaners prepare for no man's land, and the suspicious beats that set up Volume 5. Let's get into it. As you know, there's always spoilers ahead. Canvas Town is a fortress against both garbage and bad vibes. You can't even step through the gate if you're carrying malicious intent. Inside, it's a riot of art, not the gallery and wine kind, though, but walls, streets, clothes, everything is a canvas. The mayor has zero patience for clout chasers. If you're not there to create, you're not staying. It's here that the group encounters Remlin, the new spellcaster. Remlin inherits the role after Gob dies of body pollution, his pen literally choosing Remlin as the successor. This is the first time we've seen a vital instrument pass from one giver to another, and it tells us two things. Vital instruments, at least for some roles, can outlive their original wielder. The choice of who inherits it isn't random. It's the instrument's decision. This puts spellcasters in a unique category of givers. And let's be clear, in this world, spellcasters doesn't mean wizard robes. It's artistry as protection. Remlin can mark objects or people, but if it's a person, they need the person's permission first. Remlin's pen shifts shape to fit their intent, transforming from a brush to a tattoo needle. Remlin celebrates their new role by setting fireworks over the town, then gets serious. Before the cleaners leave, Remlin marks all 9 of them for protection. And for Rudo, they doodle directly onto his back. Without that spell, no one can set foot into Penta no man's land. One of the reasons why I keep referring to Remlin as they is because in the manga, Remlin is not identified as a male or female. So that is never covered. It never comes up even in the dialogue piece. So we use they in that process. As the cleaners are leaving Canvas Town, Engine stops for trash picking, telling Rudo to grab anything that stands out to him. Because, of course, he'll need this later when they head into Penta no man's land. Like, Penta may not be a battle free mission. Engine wants to make sure that Rudo has his stockpile of trash or whatever he needs just in case a fight with trash beasts actually ensues. So let's jump into meeting a new character, and I like the energy of this character. So back at Cleaner HQ, we meet August, the gear maker, the clothing maker, the outfit maker, the stylish maker, whatever you want to call him. Let's just say he makes the cleaners' outfits. He makes the cleaners' headgear. He makes anything the cleaners need in terms of clothing or, I don't know, on the ground couture. He's loud, he's extra, and he's the one that is finishing Rudo's full face mask. And as you know, without those full face masks, cleaners can't survive in no man's land, like any of the no man's land without it. And they definitely need that oxygen piece that hooks up to it as well. So August is basically the reason missions can happen at all, but especially missions that occur in no man's land. And as a reminder, August's sister is part of the medical support team for the cleaners, and their dynamics gives us a peek at cleaner culture or cleaner HQ culture when they're not in battle mode. And anytime August shows up there or he's there, let's just say the atmosphere is electric. Now that Rudo has his full face mask and he has his choker, they are ready to head out to Penta No Man's Land. And if you don't know how the chokers work, I can do that in a separate short video. And as a reminder, Delmon and Tamsi is on this mission with them. Penta, of course, no man's land is an interesting no man's land because it looks like a desert. Engine explains that it's garbage, ground to dust with mountains of trash below. And they're standing out here, of course, full face mask, um, all geared up, and they're looking at this endless desert. And this manga panel looks good. You get a really good vision of what this no man's land looked like. And when you find out it's not sand and you see them standing there, especially engine in the shot, you really understand how kind of eerie that it looks. And as expected, that this wasn't going to be a simple mission, but they do immediately encounter a trash beast, and it's not a normal trash beast, it is a scorpion trash beast. In fact, it's an infestation of scorpion trash beasts. And of course, the cleaners spring into action. Rio, Zanka, Engine, and even Rudo joining them, tag teaming this infestation. And I'll say this, Rio's Ripper always looks so good in the manga panel, like what she can do with it. The fact that she uses her lower extremities, like her legs or her feet, it just makes it stands out that much more. And of course, Engine using Unbreaker and then Zonka using Lovely Assist Staff. Like when they tag team, it just looks so good playing out on the manga panel. And because Engine, Rio, and Zonka are seasoned octa cleaners, they're always coordinated. They always jump into action, and it looks like a elegant dance. But of course, Rudo is a part of this battle again as well. And we see him weaponize a keyboard in this instance. He taps the keys and then they fly out like bullets. Then Rudo has the audacity to flip off the scorpion and call it a turd face. The attitude and all of that, I'm here for it with Rudo, and he's learning. And his weaponized designs, they look really great. Everyone's vital instrument of Jinki is unique and it matches their fighting style perfectly. And after this battle winds down, we get this haunting image of a lone woman walking across what looks like, of course, the desert wasteland. She's just casually strolling through no man's land like it's nothing, no mask on, nothing. The woman finally reaches the group and immediately asks if they're here to see Amu. Plot twist, she actually has seen people coming and going from the sphere to the ground. She's exactly who they've been looking for. But here's where it gets interesting. She complains about the air quality and suggests that they talk at Amu's house, mentioning they won't need masks there. When Zonka asks why she's not wearing one, she basically says it's just a quick walk. There's definitely something suspicious about this woman's casual attitude toward the dangerous environment. And at this point, Rio is like tugging on Engin's jacket because she feels the batshit craziness in the air. And at this point, the cleaners are understandably cautious. Engine wants to settle things peacefully if possible, but there's clearly some underlying tension. And of course, this volume ends on a cliffhanger, and this is a massive cliffhanger. Just as the group seems to be ready to follow the woman to Amu's house, or they get at Amu's house, like it's hard to tell, Engine suddenly collapses. He falls to his knees and starts basically upchucking out of his mouth, and everyone is going frantic at this point. You know, this is such a cruel place to end the volume. Did the woman do something to Engine? Is it something related to the environment? We will definitely find out at the beginning of Volume 5. That's it for Gachiakuta Volume 4, Chapters 26 through 31. Let's talk in the comments. If you're enjoying these deep dives, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss anything that's forthcoming. We haven't decided if we're going to cover Volume 5 in a long form video or just do maybe 3 to 4 shorts for Volume 5. One of the things we hope is that we've encouraged you to pick the manga up and start reading it or watch the anime. We do have other manga we plan to cover on this channel. In the meantime, and as always, keep reading, keep thinking, and talk manga daily with us. Thanks for watching.